And a pleasant good evening, everybody. I am Kyle, or what's left of Kyle. I am having my 75th birthday next month, and I'm feeling it, but thank you. I appreciate it. But enough about me, although I am having a party, and you're invited if you wish to come.
Where?
August 24th, Monday.
Here?
Yep, right here. Come on in, and we'll party till the sun comes up.
Wait, who goes out on a Monday?
This is supposed to be an intro about somebody else. The people who aren't going to watch Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. Okay, well, we are Artichoke Community Music, and we are a nonprofit. That means that we are depending on your donations, if possible. So we've got a store over there. You can buy stuff. Most of it's consigned, and most of it's really good stuff. Banjos, ukuleles, dulcimers. How about some hammer dulcimers? Boy, oh boy, it's crazy in there. So we've also, it is, stuff I've never even heard of is in there. So how about the school? We've got a school. I will teach you how to play harmonica if you like. And if you don't want to play harmonica, then we've got other teachers. Some of them are truly amazing. In fact, I'd say all of them. So let's just get some housekeeping stuff out of the way, and that would include the bathrooms. There's one right here, but if you don't want to use that one right there, there's one in the store. Just go around the corner, make a U-turn, and there it is. There's also one upstairs if that one's busy. Then there's the cell phone issue. Please turn them off, or at least mute them. And that reminds me, I better do that. What would be more embarrassing is doing that and then having your cell phone go off. Oh, good, I don't have it on me. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so let's see. We always ask this traditional question. Who is here for the very first time? All right, well, there's a big hand. And, well, I guess there's not a big hand. But let's have a big hand instead for our volunteers. We are volunteer run. This is an incredible operation. That is at the bar, Terry. Keep it going. Video, it's Hester. And sound, the all-important sound, who makes my voice possible, it's Jesse. So a big hand to our volunteer staff. Thank you, one and all. All righty. We've got a great show tonight, and opening for us here this evening, it's Eliza Jane and Conor. So one more big hand. Welcome them to the Artichoke stage.
Hi, everybody. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? So it's awesome to have such a huge audience for this video. You guys are so loud. Amazing. I can hear y'all way in Timbuktu. I am going to go ahead and see if the air conditioning had anything to say about the tuning I gave this guitar. What do you say? What do you think? Think it's going to be in tune? Nope. How many strings on a 12 string? 11 and a half. That's a trick question. Wow. The fat strings are sharp in the cold. Does anybody know why? Where are my physics people? Yeah? I tune because I love. Last one. Yay. Okay, hopefully that'll be close. Close enough. So Joselyn and I met at UCLA in Sproul Hall, and Joselyn is the reason I write music, at least the reason I started writing music. she came into my dorm room, and do you remember they were doing construction, like the entire freshman year? Oh my God. And so a welcome respite from the sound of all of the construction and the machines was Joselyn singing. It was My Mother Mountain. I was going to spring that on you and see if you wanted to sing that a cappella with me in the little segue here, but you can think about it. And so she started singing these songs and brought me all these poems, and I picked up my guitar and started playing chords to them that made sense with them, and then I realized I could actually write my own songs. So she was a gateway drug for me as a musician. And this is a song that I wrote sitting in the Native American myth versus reality in the World Arts and Cultures Department at UCLA. And ironically, Fred Samia was writing a poem about me while I was writing this song, and nobody was paying attention to the teacher at all. Fred was our TA, World Arts and Cultures. Sad and stifled and swimming underground, through the dirt into rocks, looking to be found, feeding on vermin, the gravel in my hair, searching for, learning what isn't really there. Groping at roots that crush against my boots, dissolve into my skin, I am losing ground again. Ground is denser now, crushing me compact. Footsteps overhead, pounding, sounding in my back, sounding sad and stifled and swimming underground. Blinking dirt, sinking rocks, wondering how. Some become roots, trees, branching gloom. Where did they begin? Where there isn't any room. Some become roots, trees, branching gloom. Where did they begin? Where there isn't any room. Now I'm overtaken, I can no longer move. Broken, immobile, nothing left to lose. Only movement happens in my mind at the speed of sound. Armed and riding blind. Once I was a walker, up on the ground, flying kites, climbing trees, swinging from vines, planting my mind in this dark, dense ground. So people down here could be blasted out. Maybe I'm waiting for someone to step me up. Maybe I'll feel the blast. Maybe I'll be the last tree to grow. Maybe I need this time down here to know. The deeper I sink, the longer I brew, the stronger I'll be when I break through. The deeper I sink, the longer I brew, the stronger I'll be when I break Thank you. You guys ready to watch me tune again? Does anybody have any jokes? All right. Connor just restrung this for me. He is an expert stringer. I had no idea. He's a first string stringer. That was a little joke. I had a joke.
I got a joke.
Yes, Rob. Was that you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do metalheads
I don't know, Rob. How do metalheads? Oh, that reminds me of one of my son's favorite jokes when he was little. Ryden? Do you feel like telling the joke of the interrupting cow? Knock, knock. Who's there? Interrupting cow. Moo! All right, that was his favorite joke back in the day. Do you remember when that was your favorite joke? Oh. I wrote this song to conjure Obama. You're welcome. Oh, red, white, and blue, I think of you and all your rules and all the snarly misfits following them through. Walking in straight lines, we blindly step around the mines. Never know what's gonna blow the ground right through. Could it be a new nuclear winter? Falling leaves will disappear in time. How can I admit I'm a beginner? 'Cause we don't need to think, we need to dine. Children have that sense of fun, the idea I'm the only one to mommy and the rest of the world. Well, everyone wants to be a star so we can forget who we are. Make myself believe it's alright to stay home, not to fight. Where's my George Washington? Who stole James Dean? I want the second coming of Martin Luther King. Who will define tomorrow? Who'll help us scream? Am I the only one here who still has a dream? Welcome to the land of zombies. We lost our vision, lost our mommies, paralyzed and we are voiceless. Feel like I've run out of choices. We are guilty, we are blameless. We follow policy and remain nameless. And we don't look back, and we don't look forward. We keep staring at the ground. Where is my Kamala Harris and AOC? I want the second coming of Martin Luther King. Who will define tomorrow and help us scream? Am I the only one here who still has a dream? I had a cramp. Then I opened my own eyes, and to my happy surprise, I see a sea of shining faces, and I feel us trading places, 'cause the revolution's smiling up at me and singing, I'll be George Washington, I'll be your James Dean, I'll let my voice ring out like Martin Luther King. I'll help define tomorrow right. Thank you. I'm going to call Connor up here.
Because of my arthritis, I just can't seem to play the guitar anymore.
It's a good thing Connor's here. Yay, Connor. Let's give him a big old round of applause. This could be his first time on stage. Could be.
This is literally short of doing an open mic night, this is my first time ever, so I'm very gracious to... Yeah! Woo! Tremendously gracious to my good friend Eliza for allowing me to share the stage with her. That's all right. Stand with that. And for breaking the tuner. And especially to Joselyn and Don, I'm also honored to share the stage. Thank you so much. This is great. Do you want to double check? It's fine. I did it before the show. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. So, Eliza thought we'd start out easy with a 7-minute epic with multiple parts.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, your guitar first, right? Did you release them to start, right?
Oh, I don't want to do that right now. Because my hand hurts.
All
Let's
right.
do your song. Let's do Connor's song.
Throw me up. Okay, fair enough. Wow. Change of plan. All right, so in that case, this is a song by an Irish musician called Christy Moore, and this will be the Ballad of the Ordinary Man. I'm an ordinary man, nothing special, nothing grand, and I've had to work for everything I own. I never asked for a lot, no, I was happy with what I got, 'cause it was enough to keep my family and my home. They say the times are hard, and they've handed me my card. They say it's not the work to go around. When that whistle blows, gates will finally close. Tonight they're gonna shut this factory down. Let's tear it down. They'll tear it down. 'Cause I never missed a day nor went on strike for better pay. For 20 years I served the best I could. With a handshake and a check, it seems so easy to forget. Loyalty through the bad times and the good. The owner says he's sad to see that things have got so bad, but the captains of industry won't let him lose. Still drives a car, smokes a big cigar, still takes his family on a cruise. He'll never lose. He'll never lose. Check is spent and I can't afford the rent, 'cause there's one law for the rich and one for the poor. And every day I've tried to salvage some of my pride and find some work so I might pay my way. But everywhere I go, the answer's always no. No work for anyone here today. No work today. An ordinary man, like thousands beside me in the queue. Now watch me, darling wife, try to make the best of life. The Lord knows what the kids are gonna do. 'Cause now we are faced with this human waste, and our generation cast aside. For as long as I live, I never will forgive. Dignity and my pride, you strip me bare. today. No work today. No work today. No work today. Thank you.
Conor Bradley's debut, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a big round of applause.
It's about time.
Thanks, Archie.
Right?
Yeah. You just want to go straight for Hideaway, sorry?
I want to do Hideaway, yeah. Maybe I'll do Jerusalem at the end of my
Okay.
hand. Let me ask the hand. Let me talk to the hand. Say, hand, how do you feel about playing guitar some more?
That sucks. I don't want to play the guitar anymore because the guitar sucks. I want to play the violin.
Well, there you have it, straight from the hand's mouth.
So, like, give her a hand. Shall we?
Oh, by the way, Connor learned this song that I wrote. Amazing. 10:30 on a Saturday night. The power went out, but I got this flashlight. It's been so long since you held my hand in the dark. I can't stand to think of you in her old jeans. I gotta get away from my inside screaming and hide away. Just trying to dry my hair, and I look in the mirror, but no one's there but the picture of you in my head. So I sit down at the edge of our bed and I feel all those tender nights. You're everywhere and I just can't hide away. Why now, when the rest of my life's finally making sense? Why does my heart insist on living in the past tense? Why now, when I've been fine without you for so long? Why was I so wrong? The road rolls by like it's done before. I stop the car and I open the door because you're there sitting next to me till I realize it's just a memory, and I'll run outside and I'll hide away. Just follow that yellow line, trying to control my mind, and I end up in your backyard. I fall down and look to the stars to hide me away. Then out of the house I Monday night, power went out, but I got this flashlight. So what do you guys think that song was about? What do you think it was about? What was the screaming? Who knows what that song was about? Who can guess?
Internal screaming for the breakup?
Ah, very nice, very nice. Any other ideas? Yeah, it was an orgasm. Yeah, it's like when you're like, you miss your boyfriend, but he's with somebody else, and then like you just like end up in his backyard because like you're used to driving home that way because you used to live there, and you look through the window and there's some red toenails because he doesn't paint his nails red. And then you leave because you're not supposed to be stalking him, and then you hear her having an orgasm. That's what that song was about. That was college too. That was Skeet McCain. All right, so I might try playing another song on the guitar, but I reserve the right to stop if my hand hurts. Is that all right with you guys? Woo-hoo. Alrighty then, let's do it. This one's.
Those dual purses are friggin' awesome with the
Thank you. This is it's Jamie. She's an artisan from Oregon Country Fair. I think she spells her name with a Y. Jayme. Yeah, and I'm all about the butterflies days. Butterfly in the back. Cause cocoon stage and then butterfly. Sometimes I feel like a worm or a caterpillar. All right. You guys ready? Ooh, that doesn't sound quite right to me. Hold, please.
I'll get your tuner.
Thank you. Where is it? Oh. Is it? There it is. Thank you. Yeah. Momento. Are you guys excited for Joselyn and Don?
Yeah.
Ha, I was right.
Would have driven me crazy the whole song.
All right, here we go. So I wrote this song on a family trip to Jerusalem with 25 members of my extended family on a Jewish Zionist pilgrimage in 1998. And me and my crazy Uncle Danny decided to defect and go over to the West Bank on Christmas Eve just to see what was happening. It must be like the place to be. And we passed like 26 really skinny Muslim kids doing the Macarena in Santa Claus suits under a billboard, I'm not kidding, of Donald Duck holding a hamburger. And we saw the Holy Manger store and neon lights and Nazareth bus tours. And then I stepped on something, and it was a fat plastic baby Jesus doll trod into the mud. this happen to us. I told you about Papua New Guinea 3,000 years ago. How the queens of opposing tribes put an end to war. She said, start believing. She said, you must stop blaming. We can live as one. Flashback, we were under attack back in Papua New Guinea behind the outback. The king had an ancient code to crack, but the queen had a plan to take it all back. The king didn't understand.
What have you done?
This is a foolish plan.
What have you done?
She said, start believing. She said, you must stop blaming.
We can live as one.
Then the queens of opposing tribes took their only begotten sons. They met on neutral ground at the setting of the sun. And then, under the moonlight, they exchanged their firstborn to raise as their own family. And it put an end to war. She said, start believing. She said, you must stop blaming. We
Can live as one.
Deep in Bethlehem is a place called Manger Square. 2,000 years ago, famous baby lay there. Now Muslim, Jewish, Christian voices fill the air, hawking beer and Jesus dolls like at a county fair. And I see nothing sacred here in the orphans and the rifles and the fear. You guys ready for Joselyn and Don? Conor's stage debut.
All right. Please give us like 5 minutes. Get another drink. All right. All right. She was so helpful. It was so thank you. Hi. Oops, sorry, I almost got you with my elbow. Good. Oh yeah, Oh yeah. I like these. Thank you. This is my best friend. Hello, Artichoke Music. I would ask how everybody's doing, but you guys you're looking fine. You look like you're having a great
Seems
time.
to be already a lot of good
yes.
vibes in the room, and we're really grateful for that. We're so grateful to all of you for being here on a Monday night.
Yes. Give it up for yourselves, please. All right, so we are Joselyn and Don, and we're so thankful for Eliza for opening it up for us and hosting us tonight. And Connor, thank you for gracing the stage. And
a great set from those
yes.
two.
I've always loved my sister Eliza's music, vibe, spirit, creativity, all of that. What an inspiration. So we're going to start off with some songs from our last album that we released last October called Lost and Found Highway. And they're about finding yourself on the journey through life that we all find ourselves on. And this first one is written in honor of our home state of Montana. And we get to spend time there in the summers. But then the summer's over. And you have to drive back home.
Like it is right now. We're actually on our way home. So this is a song. This is a soundtrack of our lives right now. We've been in Montana for the better part of a month, kind of all over the state. And then it was a special request from our son to go up the Olympic Peninsula and go out to Cape Flattery and see the very northwestern tip of the United States. Mm-hmm. And so we did that. We were there yesterday. We woke up there this morning, actually, and are on our way back. And this is kind of the part of the trip that we wrote a song about.
Exactly. Well, I smell like the river and I'm dry as a bone, warm as a summer and brown as a stone. But I know got to get back to LA. I'm young as a morning and old as the hills, tired out from trying, but it pays the bills. Can I stay just one more day? The July is gone and I've got to get back on to LA. Now she calls to me like a golden lady lover who wants too much from me. But I go 'cause she believes I'm more than a girl from the mountain.
Jesse, am I getting anything from the stomp yet?
Oh, yeah.
The stomp.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh, the stomp.
There we
Ah,
go.
there we are.
There it is. All right. Okay, so Eliza can relate to this one. Hollywood Angel. I think we did some open mics in Hollywood back in the day. I know we did, actually. And this song is not autobiographical exactly, but it is an amalgamation of a lot of different people I met along the way. And it's an ode to the angel who watches over all the dreamers and their dreams and, keeps them safe because things change. She was just 21 when she first pulled up in this city. Dust on her boots and stars shining bright in her eyes. She took the bus to the end of the line, ended up under the Hollywood sign. Free from that town, free to live with no compromise. Daddy, don't you weep for your Hollywood angel. She's not the first, she's not the last of her kind. Oh, she's seen the dust and the rust of the glittering gold mine. But it still looks like heaven out there on Sunset and Vine. Oh, times have changed since she first gave it all to this city. Now there's a hitch in her voice and a crack in her smile. Stages she played on have long been torn down. Can't recognize what they done to this town. She sings on the street, but the angel can't do it with style. Oh, Daddy, don't you weep for your Hollywood angel. She's not the first, she's not the last of her kind. Oh, she's seen the dust and the rust of the glittering gold mine. But it still looks like heaven out there on Sunset and Vine. She would sing that Hollywood angel. She would give her voice to world. She's still a girl who ran straight to the ocean, danced with the dolphins and drifted along with the tide. The old folks back home didn't see her for years. Mama cried a 5-gallon bucket of tears. She's out with the freaks and the dreamers, doing all right. Oh, Daddy, don't you weep for your Hollywood angel. She might not be a star, but that girl never wasted her time. Now she's out on the run, a victim of low expectations. But it still looks like heaven out there on Sunset and Vine. Yeah, it still looks like heaven out there on Sunset and Vine. Still looks like heaven All right, we're going to keep this road trip going. Here we go.
2, 3, wait, 2, 3, 4.
Somewhere on these roads, I could lose myself a little. Somewhere on these roads, I'll make it right. I could drive right through the night if I keep it in the middle, chasing down a peace I'll never find. Every mile that goes by takes me further from you. Guess I'm always leaving 'cause it's easier to do. Never stick around to do the hard work, to see it through. How does it feel to know where you're going? How does it feel to know your place? Maybe I'll always be traveling my own way on that lost and found highway. How could I go wrong with so many roads to choose? Found a lot of friends and lost some time. Now I'm second guessing why I'm always on the move, wondering if I've been running blind. Every mile that goes by takes me further from you. I guess I'm always leaving 'cause it's easier to do. Never stick around to do the hard work, to see it through. How does it feel to know where you're going? How does it feel to know your place? Maybe I'll always be traveling my own way on that lost and found highway. How does it feel to know where you're going? How does it feel to know your place? I'm most alive when I'm following my own way on that lost and found highway. On that lost and found highway. On that lost and found highway. I love you guys. Can you come to all our shows? Can you come to LA with us? All right, so, that's the title track, actually, of our last record, Lost and Found Highway. And we brought CDs tonight. What?
CD.
Who does that? Who here has a CD player, though? I
Okay.
knew it.
Yes.
Yep.
That's a record.
You
number
get a
of
CD,
people
and
that
you
I-
get a CD. Oh, yeah. They sound a lot better than Spotify. Actually, fun fact. But you can stream our music, too. And I really want y'all to hear it because we cut this record with Jackson Brown's touring band, most of them.
Yeah.
What? Yes. They're really great guys. And they really, so this sounds pretty good, the two of us, live.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you. But it was really fun to really flesh it out in the studio with the producer and, just see how
Yeah.
far we could take them. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was a great creative experience with amazing musicians. So.
Yeah. So this next song is, it really found its groove with these guys. and also horn arrangements from Don. You may not know it to look at him, but he's actually a horn player too.
Yeah, that's my background, actually.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
All the way from when I was, I think, 9 years old, I started playing trumpet. I got my degree in music as a trumpet major. And then I got sidetracked with a show called The Simpsons, which is what I do for a living as the editor. Yeah. Yeah. And so I kind of, it's hard to keep trumpet up and find things to do with it. And when we started working together and figuring out writing songs together, it's like, okay, well, we can do this. This is a good alternative, and actually, it's turned out to be all for the better.
Yeah, absolutely. And this song is really about, again, finding yourself on life's journey and how you end up somewhere different than maybe you thought you were heading out to go. Sometimes it's back where you started from.
2, 3, 4.
There's a girl in this town, folks think she's still a kid, 'cause they seen her running around, they know everything she did. She's got dreams and a guitar, gonna take 'em on the road. Nothing in this whole wide world can settle the restless soul. I need a good road on a night when the stars align. I need a fast friend, help me on down the line. Sun out in the distance and a whisper in my ear, saying, what are we doing, what are we doing here? The promise of tomorrow has never felt so near. The road is calling, what are we doing here? There's a song about leaving, there's a song about coming home, there's a song about grieving when you're feeling all alone. There's a song to break your heart in two and one to make it whole, 'cause nothing in this whole wide world can settle the restless soul. I need a long road leading me somewhere I know, running a light load, finally ready to go. Sun out in the distance and a whisper in my ear, saying, what are we doing, what are we doing here? Promise of forgiveness has never felt so near, and home is calling, what are we doing here? Oh, yeah, yeah, oh. Hey, yeah, oh, 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 Thank you.
This was first of a couple of songs that were written sort of in response to the events in Minneapolis in January and our paramilitary and how they handled things with regard to protesters and all. And we're still dealing with it, and we're going to be dealing with it for a while. They've changed their tactics a little bit, sort of. But anyway, it's not over.
But we're going to get through it together, right? Yeah. You guys in Portland taught us that. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Okay.
2, 3, and 4.
These are the times in which we live in. A world turned on its head to please a few. More is taken than is given. Hard to see how we'll make it through. These are the times in which we live in. Did you ever think we'd see these days when lies become the truth and sinners claim the proof? Everything that's good is swept away. Here's the task that we are given, to shine a light. Keep the fires burning through the night. I'm on the side of love and justice. So many feel the way I do. A world turned on its head don't mean that love is dead, because it's lost on just a few. These are the times in which we live in, but we were made for times like these. This too will pass away. We'll pick up the pieces, find a greater love along the way. Here's the task that we are given, to shine a light. Keep the fires burning through the night. Here's the task that we are given, to shine a light. Keep 'em burning. Keep the fires burning through the night. Oh yeah, keep 'em burning. Keep your fire through the night. Oh, keep your fire burning. Keep it burning through the night. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is off of our second album that we did during the pandemic, when things were introspective and deep and dark. And we were thinking a lot about
The
things.
winter of mankind.
Yes. And this is our Mother Earth blues, deep down, thinking about the spirit of the land and all the people who came before and are still here. And yeah, just that. See if you feel it.
1 and 2 and 3.
I was here before you were, a whisper in the wind. Quiet down, feet on the ground, I'll tell you how it is. My seeds and bones are buried here, deep in Mother Earth. You may think that I'm long gone, but it's time for my rebirth. I am deep down in the riverbed. I'm down in the riverbed. Deep down in the riverbed. I'm down in the riverbed. They tried to bury me, Yellow for what pains you, I got yarrow for what burns. Centuries of knowing, if you listen to my words. I'm the cool air of the canyon, shiver down your spine. Look back over your shoulder and remember you were mine. I am deep down in the riverbed, down in the riverbed. Deep down in the riverbed, I'm down in the riverbed, yeah. They tried to bury me, but I'm still here, I'm down in the riverbed, yeah, yeah. Some they come to seek me, some they come to cry. Some they are my sons and daughters, very much alive. You can cover me with concrete, build a city on my bones, but I could bring you crumbling down if I let you hear my moans. They go, hey, 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 hey. They go, hey, 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 oh. Give it up for Don Barroso over here. Tonight, turn off your bright lights. Step into the dark. Pull your shawl around you. Put your face up to the stars. Slide your bare feet on the ground and get dirt between your toes. And close your eyes, let me inside. Your soul already knows I am deep down in the riverbed. I'm down in the riverbed. Deep down in the riverbed. I'm down in the riverbed, yeah. Deep down in the riverbed. I'm down. I am down. Deep down in the riverbed. I am down in the riverbed.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for going on that journey.
This one's a little bit different. This is actually a song that I wrote about my dad. My dad came to the U.S. from the Philippines in 1929 with his father. He was only 15 years old at the time. I was just saying, a couple nights ago in Seattle, I was telling this story, and I said, you know, I just realized that his story in the U.S. started in Seattle and ended in Great Falls. And we played both places this time. So it was really meaningful to do this. So he came to the country with the plan to stay a few years, work a few years with his dad, and earn some money, go back to the Philippines, and bring back some good old American dough, right? But what happened was they were here for a few years, and it came time for them to go. It was about 3 years in, and my dad didn't want to go with his father at the time. He said, just let me stay for another year maybe, and I'll come back, I promise. And he fully intended to do that, but shortly after that happened and his father returned to the Philippines, American Asian immigration laws changed and became very hostile to Asians. They tried to get them all to leave, right? Chinese, Filipinos, whatever. You've built the railroad for us, you've done all this stuff, now go home, right? So they do this over and over again. And so what happened was my dad ended up having to make the difficult decision to stay in the U.S. and never see his parents again, because if he did go back, the chances of him ever being able to return to the U.S. were so slim that that was basically it. So he stayed in the U.S., went to the state of Montana, where both of us are actually from, and made a great life for himself. He was a cook and a band leader, and it just became very much his home. Mm-hmm. And so the region that we're kind of from is called the Hi-Line, which is named that because of the Empire Builder Railroad, right? That runs the northernmost transcontinental railroad line in the country. And so this song takes its name from the region and the railroad line.
Came across the ocean back in 1929. They gave me a new name in the immigration line. Me and Dad, we worked the fields till summer days grew cold. Then we worked the railroad. I was fetching water for the men who laid the tracks. Seattle to Chicago on the labor of their backs. Men of every color, together as a team, building an American dream. Working the Hi-Line, working the Hi-Line, working the Hi-Line. Till it's quitting time. 18 years and on my own when Daddy left for good. I promised him I'd go back home, but I knew I never would. The Empire Builder brought me here, and this is where I'll stay. I'll raise a family here someday. Working the Hi-Line, working the Hi-Line, working the Hi-Line, till it's quitting time. Taught myself some instruments and started up a band. I learned to cook and how to fish and how to work the land. This country is my home now, and this is where I'll die, under the big Montana sky. Working the Hi-Line, working the Hi-Line, working the Hi-Line, till it's quitting time. Working the Hi-Line, working the Hi-Line, working the Hi-Line, until it's quitting time.
Thank you.
I'm still waiting for your dad's wings recipe.
Oh, I'll send it to you.
We have it.
Yeah, actually, I have it on a thing.
Roy says it's the best.
It's pineapple chicken wings. It's so, it's kind of a...
It's actually put up in our kitchen in the frame, so that's easy.
You got soy sauce,
take a picture of it.
Cans of pineapple and chicken wings, you're most of the way there. Oh, brown sugar.
In fact, if anybody signs up on our mailing list tonight, we'll send you a copy of the recipe. How about that?
There you go.
The mailing list is by the door. Give us your emails. Free chicken wings that you make yourself. Okay. All right, so this is actually not our very first time here because we came for the Far West Folk Conference last October, which was actually across the river in Vancouver, but is going to be this October in Portland. Woohoo! Is Gail, are you still here? Yay! So Gail is with the Portland Folk Music Society. Give it up for them too.
Yes.
Last year, the honoree for Best of the West, it's like an award that they do for the Far West Folk Conference, was Artichoke Music.
Yeah, they did a really beautiful tribute, like a show-to-short film.
And we got to meet Leah there,
Yeah.
and some of the other folks that have been involved with Artichoke over the very many years, and they showed a video, and I was like, oh my God, this place is amazing. So it really, really is an honor to get to play here.
It is.
And then this year at the Folk Music Conference, our honoree this year is going to be Portland Folk Music Society.
Yay!
So please give it up again to them. So we're just really honored to have everybody in the house tonight, and we have flyers for the conference. And we're going to give, if anybody wants one, it's for musicians, it's for fans, it's for supporters, it's for venues, and it's a whole lot of fun. It's like a couple hundred people at the DoubleTree Hilton having a good time and celebrating music and celebrating community. So just wanted to give that little shout out. I'm on the board, so that's why I had this brief commercial break. And I hope to see you guys soon. So anyway, we will be back in Portland for that in October. Yeah.
Oh, I will.
Okay, good. All right, this is a brand new one. And it needs no introduction, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wind before the storm is blowing dust into my eyes. Clouds on the horizon, dry lightning in the skies. No one here to save us, waiting on our knees. Crops are dry and fruitless, rattling in the breeze. Hear it in the distance, such a crying shame that there's thunder on the mountain. It don't bring the rain.
Billionaires in back rooms making dirty deals while people sleep on the sidewalks, scrounging for their meals, searching for an answer, a refuge for their pain. But
There's still no sign of rain. I hear it in the distance. It's such a crying shame that there's thunder on the mountain. It don't bring the rain. 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 In a distant country, bombs are hitting schools. No one is a winner in this game of fools. Those who have the power wield it in our name, playing with our lives like it's some kind of game. I hear it in the distance. It's such a crying shame that there's thunder on the mountain. It don't bring the rain. Bring the rain.
Bring the rain. Bring the rain. Bring the rain. Forgot the words there for a second.
So in that same vein, we got to keep the fight going, keep hope in our hearts, and do it together, right? Am I right?
All right. Hey, say amen. Come on.
Can I get an amen? Okay. Ready?
Yeah, just have to
Oh, yeah.
check myself.
Yes. That tuning thing.
Check myself before I wreck myself. Isn't that?
You're so hip.
I know, aren't I?
Check set before I bet set. Okay. Whoa. Are we in the same key? Oh, I was still like thinking I was capoed.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I see soldiers in the street, spreading fear right here in the land of the free. I'm left wondering, where do we go? Where do we go from here?
I see people waving signs, sick and tired of all the hate and the lies, and I wonder, where do we go from here?
There's a train that's leaving the station, pulling all our dreams behind. I can hear that whistle blowing, so we ain't got a lot of time. Come on, people, now hold on, hold on, hold on. It's better that is coming. Hold on, hold on, hold on. It's gonna be alright. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Even when night is falling, hold on, hold on, hold on. Our love will bring the light.
I see families torn apart, tears on the face of a child. It's gotta break your heart. So where do we go from here?
There's a train that's leaving the station, pulling all our dreams behind. I can hear that whistle blowing, so we ain't got a lot of time. Come on, people, now hold on, hold on, hold on. A better day is coming. Hold on, hold on, hold on. It's gonna be alright. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Even when night is falling, hold on, hold on, hold on. Our love will bring the light. I see soldiers in the street, spreading fear right here in the land of the free. I'm left wondering, where do we go from here? Hey, yeah, I'm still wondering, where do we go from here?
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Well, I heard you guys might like protest music.
Had a suspicion.
And I mean, it does, Eliza, we used to do protest songs. In fact, I think I have a very strong memory of you singing with Woody. I just blanked out his last name.
Woody Harrelson.
You played my 12 string at the Syndicated at UCLA.
Because he was like, oh, the students are striking. I've got to go over there, help him out. And he did. And I was like, oh, okay. So I guess protest music pays off, right? But no, like, you know, I guess I was hearing a lot of chatter like, where are the new protest songs? Yeah. What are the musicians doing these days? And it's like, well, a lot. But people have to listen. Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And since we are a folk duo, we have to do protest songs and road songs and also train songs. And this is a train song about a real-life train disaster that happened in my hometown of Helena, Montana when I was a kid. Every night, the soundtrack of my life was the train, the freight train, rolling through town. And one night, sub-zero night, the brakes froze as it was headed up Stemple Pass, and then it froze, and so it came crashing back down into town, blew out a transformer, which, you know, shut off the power for the whole town. It was a big disaster, but nobody died.
No.
It did remind me, though, that, you know, sometimes time and life and forces in our world are like a runaway train, and, you know, sometimes we got to get out of the way or just go along for the ride.
What are you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
1, 2, 3, 4.
You remember that night, 1989, train crash on a cold midwinter night, rolling backward down the mountain. It hit down by the college, knocked out the power and the lights. That sound was so loud that it shook the whole town. The end of the world coming true. When that winter wind comes, there's nowhere to run. She'll do what she's gonna do. Every night of my life on that hill, that train came rumbling through, calling out through the deep like there's no need for sleep. You don't like it, what you gonna do? She's gotta move right on through. You remember that night you told me you loved me. It was all for the very first time. I was back home for Christmas. I wanted to feel it. Could have stayed in that basement all night. But time and distance had done their work on us. We were done before we ever could start. When that wind of change comes, she don't let you run until she's done breaking your heart. Every night of my life on that hill, that train came rumbling through, calling out through the deep like there's no need for sleep. You don't like it, what you gonna do? She's gonna move right on through. Woo-hoo. 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 Every night of my life on that hill, that train came rumbling through, calling out through the deep like there's no need for sleep. You don't like it, what you gonna do? She's gonna move, move, move right on through. She gonna move, yeah, move, move right on through.
you.
Choose love. Yeah, I think we have time for a couple more for you. You ready for a couple more?
You ready for a couple more? You want a couple more?
Okay. All right, well, you want to do Seminole Wind now? Seminole Wind. Okay, we've got a cover, but we need to call up a special guest for that one. We need to call up Miss Eliza Jane. You've heard of her.
I've been drinking.
Are y'all on Bandcamp?
Are we on Bandcamp?
Yes, we're on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp Friday at the beginning of next month.
Okay.
Wait, that means you get all the money.
I get all the money. Yes, absolutely. Bandcamp. It's even better than streaming. But we also have CDs right here. And t-shirts. No, Bandcamp, you can stream, but you can also just like download the files.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah. And some people do all of their releases on Bandcamp. It's very like much more artist-centric than Apple Music or the big S, Spotify. Although I do appreciate looking at my Spotify stats and seeing that people in like the Netherlands and Turkey and like, I don't know, Brazil have streamed our music. I'm like, that's cool. Because otherwise they wouldn't find it.
Turns out we're huge in the Netherlands.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about huge, but you know. So this is we do love playing other people's songs. This is the only one in this set. Do y'all know John Anderson, country singer? Well, you should look him up. He's great. Anyway, we do this song in our own way, with our own vibe.
Seminole Wind, not your song?
Correct.
I quit. I just wanted to say a quick word about Folk Alliance, though, because you didn't quite do it justice. So, Folk Alliance, when I first went to Far West Folk Alliance, it was like, I said it was like Burning Man, but with showers. Because, not like it's anything like the chaos of Burning Man, but the magic of like running, like going down a hallway that is cluttered with acoustic instruments like stand-up basses and banjos and accordions and like everything. And they're late at night, they do these things called the private guerrilla showcases. And if you are lucky enough to get in there and get a pass, between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., you got to take a lot of naps beforehand if you're in this demographic that I am in. But like, there are like every 20 minutes in each of the rooms, there is a showcase with another amazing acoustic group such as this. And you just play musical rooms and you just go from room to room and see all these incredible musicians. And then, of course, the best part is the stairwells after that, where everybody is jamming together until the wee hours with like these incredible acoustics. It's just a magical experience. And then there are workshops in addition to that. So all these same artists are actually like teaching their skill sets to everyone else and to the other artists. It's a super generous space. It's just really incredible. So I just wanted to say a few words about Far West.
Yes, I like your description. Okay, I'm going to quote you on that. And last year she had a jam room too, where she put up all these beautiful scarves. And I saw all these kids in the hallway, and I was like, you guys, come to Eliza's jam room and do this. And it was like super magical. It's awesome.
That guy jammed a little bit. My son plays the accordion and the piano.
That's right. All right.
Go ahead, Jess.
2, 3, 4.
Way back in the days of old, men would search for wealth untold and dig for silver and for gold and leave the empty holes. Way down south in the Everglades, where the backwater rolls and the sawgrass waves, eagles fly and the otters play in the land of the Seminole. Blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. Calling to you like a long lost friend, and I know who you are. Blow, blow from the Okeechobee all the way up to Macon, OB. Blow across the home of the Seminole.
Alligators and the gar, yeah. Progress came and took its toll. In the name of flood control, they made their plans and they drained the land. Now the glades are going dry. Last time I walked the swamp, I stood up on a cypress stump. I listened close and I heard the ghost of Osceola cry. So blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you never gonna blow again. Calling to you like a long lost friend, but I know who you are. Blow, blow from the Okeechobee, all the way up to Micanopy.
Blow across the home of the Seminole.
Alligators and the gar. Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. Calling to you like a long lost friend, but I know who you are. Yeah, blow, blow from the Okeechobee, all the way up to Micanopy.
Blow across the home of the Seminole.
Alligators and the gar, yeah. Give it up for Eliza.
Thank you. Thank you, Eliza.
I don't know what keys it in.
Okay, that's all right. Next time.
Well, I'll sit here and if I feel like I can do it all.
Okay, or you can sing.
I can sing.
You can sing. Because she can sing, right? I said she can sing, right? Yes, okay. All right, but okay, this is going to be our last one, but we really do need your all's help because we didn't bring a drummer today. And we need to come together, and the best way to do that is to make rhythm and music together. And so I'm going to ask you to clap along. This song is about keeping love in our hearts even when the world is crazy, which is something that is hard to do some days. I don't know if it is for you. Sometimes it is for me because I look at the news every morning. But I just want to thank you all so much for coming, for being here, for creating community together with us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Love being here among all you beautiful peoples.
Absolutely. All right, so give me a beat. You got rhythm? That's right. Okay, keep it going. If I'm going down, I'm going down fighting. I ain't going nowhere quietly. They want to take control of my body and my soul. But if I'm going down, you're coming with me. Are you coming with me? Well, I got the mic, I might as well tell it. Yes. Ain't no secret who they're trying to please. You have to be ashamed
not what we need.
I choose love.
I choose love. I choose love. I'm not alone. I got my whole army with me. They're telling me I don't love the country, but I love what I know it could be. We walk on stolen lands in cities built by shackled hands, but I can't own my dirty history and make it history. 'Cause I choose love.
I choose love. I choose love.
I'm not alone. I got my whole army with me.
Whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah. Oh,
That's right.
love can raise an army, a loving revolution. Love can raise an army, a loving revolution. Love can raise an army, a loving revolution. Love can raise an army, loving revolution. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love.
I'm not alone. I got my whole army with me. Yes, I do. I choose love. All right. I choose love, 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 love. I do. I choose love. I'm not alone. I got my whole army with me. I got my whole army with me. I got my whole army, all of you are with me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna try to get these guys another gig here during that October time that Far West is happening. So tell all your friends how beautiful their harmonies are, and that they should come even though they don't know them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eliza.
Do you want to hear one more? Okay, one more. Oh, rock and roll heart.
Paradise or Rock and Roll Heart?
Let's do rock and roll heart.
Oh yeah. Okay. This one goes out. This is a tribute to all those legends who are leaving us now, but we keep their spirit, we keep their gift close to our hearts, because we all have a rock and roll heart.
Yeah.
That's what I like to say.
Yeah, and it's also for that little part of each of us that has the rock and roller, the music fan that just never dies, and is always in there, ready for a good time.
So this is for you.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Heard it on the news this morning. Another legend passed wrapped up in a song. In my mind, he's never truly gone. It's a sad day when you lose the spark and the lights go down on a rock and roll heart. It's the last call for a lost heart when the lights go down on a rock and roll heart. I found my jacket in the attic that I wore when I was back in school. In the pocket was a ticket for that band we all thought was cool. Yeah, we loved to sing along even when the words were wrong. Music kept us going all night long. It's a sad day when you lose the spark and the lights go down on a rock and roll heart. It's the last call for a lost art when the lights go down on a rock and roll heart. From Amy to Zevon, from Aretha to the Ramones, I just need to hear that first note, and I feel like I'm coming home. John Barroso, everybody. Just a song, you can light a spark. The sun never goes down. Oops, on a rock and roll heart. Every new voice is a shot in the dark. The lights never go down on a rock and roll heart. The lights never go down on a rock and roll heart.
All right, thank you again. Thank you again. Hope to see you again soon.
And thank you, Jesse, on the sound. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Artichoke.
All right.
I'm gonna get some pictures.